Good morning. This is Jeff Hoffman at Black Hills Ammunition. We're here at the SHOT Show, booth 15129. This year we introduced a new innovative design projectile called the Honey Badger. The Honey Badger is a solid copper fluted design bullet, non-deforming, non-expanding, and it's very effective. We introduced several new calibers this year, and judging by the response, there's considerable interest. There's been a considerable number of questions on it come up on the internet that I thought I would address here. If you don't mind, I made some notes, and I'd like to refer to the notes so that I don't lose anything. Some of the posts are actually kind of critiques, and I thought I would address those specifically. The first one is hollow points are fine. We don't need any new designs. You know what? I agree. I've relied on hollow points for self-defense all my life until we came up with this design. Currently, this design is what's in my handgun at this moment. This new design has some significant advantages. It offers good terminal performance, it offers good barrier performance, it will go through heavy clothing, get to the vitals where it's necessary. It's just totally an improvement, but there's nothing wrong with hollow points. Hollow points are a proven design. I just think this design has some advantages over it. The next complaint was, gee, it looks like the tip on that bullet will catch on clothing and affect performance. No, actually, the design of this bullet is designed specifically to counter that. The design of this bullet is a non-deforming bullet with sharp edges on the front. It actually cuts through clothing and allows the bullet to get to the depth that it's required to cause the threat to stop. It's actually an improvement over a hollow point when you're talking about shooting through clothing. Along that line, one way to look at it is if cotton was a good barrier to this bullet, that means cotton manufacturers will put Kevlar out of business. I don't think so. Kevlar is still far superior for stopping bullets. The next one is this bullet will land you in court. You know what? Anytime you use a firearm in self-defense, you can expect that there will be an inquiry and you probably will be sued. The difference is the more effective ammunition you use, the more likely it is you will show up in court alive to defend yourself in those situations. It's also more likely you will have stopped the threat before it could harm some of your loved ones. Next one is it's not effective enough. Apparently some people are pretty skilled at doing technical evaluations on ballistic issues by looking at a bullet design on the internet. The concern is that it's not going to be effective. I can understand natural skepticism. I would be a skeptic too. But the fact is I've spent the last 2 years of my life designing this bullet and making sure that it works in ballistic gelatin, which is the generally accepted, universally accepted simulant for human tissue. As part of this, what we would like to do, we've been posting gel pictures. I think another thing that we should do is maybe post some gel pictures also of some of the best conventional hollow points so that you can look at these things side by side and decide for yourself whether it's effective or not. Looks nasty. Okay, I'll give them that. Broadhead arrows look nasty, but they still work pretty good. Looks unusual. I'll give you that one too. Looks like a Phillips screwdriver. I guess I can't argue about that. It kind of does. It's a gimmick. No, we stake our reputation on producing quality products that work. We will not offer something that looks sexy but doesn't perform. This bullet performs, it works. We stake a reputation on it. I stake my life on it. Too effective. This bullet will be too effective. Okay, how do you argue with that? All of a sudden it's too effective. That's like horses that are too fast or having too much money or having too pretty of a wife. I mean, how does that work? I don't understand that one. We copied the design. That one really strikes home. That one fired me up. I had to calm down a little bit there. We don't steal stuff. Fact is, we're joint patent holder on it. We worked on this for 2 years with Lehigh Defense. We're joint patent holders with Lehigh Defense. there's going to be no lawsuits going on. Our attitude is it's far better to have friends. You can accomplish more with friends than without friends. We've got lots of friends in the industry. And there's, matter of fact, there's also some similar designs out there. We're not suing them. They aren't suing us. The fact is, when you get smart people working on a problem, a lot of times the smart people come up with similar answers. Everybody's got their own patents, they've got their own ideas, their own designs, they all have their own merits, but as much as controversial people like to see controversy, there's no controversy here about the ownership or the design of this. We have the patent on it. This is a good, effective design. I think that you'll find that this is an improvement. We look forward to continuing to have the conversation on it, and thank you for viewing us on this post. Jeff Hoffman here at Black Hills Ammunition.